I can appreciate what Uncle Jerry has to do to bring this piece to life. What's really wonderful about this piece is that there's a sense of birthing. He's been able to carve into this stone what seems to be a complete other stone. This is the kind of work that I would hang in my house. There's very much a playfulness in this piece, and there's an intensity of layering that Kau'i has put into this. It's really neat because Kau'i's such a gentle and quiet, you know, but in his work there's so much strength and vibrancy. And in this piece we have quite a sense of motion, almost like a cyclone or this movement that's going up. He's talking about genealogy, those layers wrapped up. Really enjoyable. I've been blessed over the past actually about a year now to be able to work with Carl on several contract projects. One of the largest pieces that we worked on together was I think altogether 36 by 8-foot mural for the Sheraton Waikiki. He would work on part of it and I'd go back and we go back and forth, kind of like a layering effect. One thing that I love is his sense of design. He has a symbol that he draws in when he first begins his painting. And that symbol is a composition of shapes. And for some of his work, he'll then completely paint over the symbol and the symbol will disappear. Some of his other projects, he will incorporate little elements of that symbol will remain and he'll incorporate it into the work. As if to say, you know, this is through me. This is my interpretation of it. This is my experience of it. This is Meliana Meyer. I've trained under her through projects that we've worked on. Such a passionate person. With that limited palette, she's able to develop quite a range of different forms, emotions, making the connections of what has happened here in Hawaii to the struggles for identity around the world. In this image, she's borrowing some of these symbols of that represent peace, that represent to be a witness, to be present, I can't stress enough, I think, the global message, how we need to make that connection to what's happening globally. And I really appreciate Meliana for that because she's really has that range of, was it to act locally, think globally, act locally. these are two artists, Ipo Nihipali and Meala Bishop. They, Ipo's work, she's been really doing some amazing work, doing a series of native, endangered, and some of them even extinct birds. And whereas Meala, the work seems to be moving into the realm of like, kind of like a pointillistic or pointillism, you know, where she's got these different you know, little facets, little bits of energy that's happening across the surface. I always feel like there's a rippling, you know, almost like a sort of a surface of water that seems to be, you know, flowing over the piece itself. I can really appreciate that in both of the artists.